Hello everyone. So right now we have 3 o'clock in the morning. Between the time of 2 a.m. and 4 p.m. that's the perfect time for prayer, and that's when I just went up and I prayed to God. But before that I was reading in Heart of God's Zahid Khan's new book, I Lost My Heart in God, the first volume. And in there, I was reading today the story about the Messiah, who in the future was chosen by God. He was a very special person, but at some point, he was asking himself that he was thinking of himself as very, very special and as a very, very special person that got chosen by God. But and he said that he could have brought the word of God even faster, more than Prophet, more and better than Prophet, and earlier than Prophet Zahid Khan. And what happened is that God didn't want to see him anymore. The heavens did not let him enter their realms. The paradises, so the world of truth and angels, they did not let him enter their realms, so he could only travel in middle worlds and lower dimensions. So when I was reading the story, after that story, I was praying to God. I was saying, thank you, Almighty Father. Thank you, God, all my true parents, that I can be on this way and I can do all of that for you. And while I was saying that, I saw two pictures, two visions before my eyes, but very, very clearly. So, but with open eyes. I saw that before me, there was a huge, huge mountain. And I was not even, I was standing on some part of it, but even I was looking up the mountain, but it went higher and higher and higher. And the mountain was so, so tall that I saw the blue sky, but the tip of the mountain, I couldn't see it. And the mountain was so tall that it vanished in the blue of the sky. So what happened then, I saw in the first vision that this mountain was trillions and trillions of kilometers large. There was one crater, and the crater itself was so large that multiple, I think 100 or 200 Earths alone could fit into there. And this mountain was it was only stony, and there was white stone and snow on it, and it was more frozen. And I saw that the mountain was very, very large. So in the second vision I again saw the same mountain, or another, but no, it was the same mountain. And because this mountain had still the same crater, but now I saw that this mountain was in green. So there were many green spots on it, and much nature, big trees. And then I thought, oh, this has to be grass or moss or something on the mountain. But no, each little green spot I saw were forests more larger than any rain or Amazon forest. And I saw there were so many people living on this mountain. And this mountain alone was bigger than trillions of Earths. And it was so tall, you couldn't see it. The sky was completely clear. There was no fog, nothing. But there was still, you couldn't see the top, even though I was looking from millions of miles away. When you look from very far away, then also large objects become smaller, but still this mountain did not become so small that I could see it with all my eyes, even though I was standing millions and millions of miles and kilometers away. But in this vision, I could see very, very clearly each and every detail. And I saw, so there were so many people living on there, and I saw that the stone I was standing on also was covered by grass, and that was very, very amazing to me. What was even more amazing to me, 2 stories ago, in the story I just read, was about the prophets who tried to come to God. So God was on a very, very high mountain, and the only way to come to him was to climb up the mountains. There were many different mountains. You have to climb up each of one so you can get higher and higher and higher and come closer to God. But that was not possible for the prophets because of their limited light and spiritual growth. So at some point they didn't have any power anymore. They didn't have any power anymore, and they couldn't go on. They were trying with some swimming movements to get squeeze some more meters out of it, but it wasn't possible for them. But then our prophet Zaid Khan, Hazur, the heart of God, came, and he came very close to God, and then he saw that, he said that many of those other prophets, they were almost just one mountain away. But when he said, in reality, when he says one mountain, it means billions and billions of kilometers, of light years long of a distance. So you can see that one mountain in the spiritual world is larger than an entire universe. That's so fascinating, and that's what I saw in my vision. People, I want to tell you, if you follow the way of God, if you help the heart of God, Zahid Khan, then you will make such observations. They were very clear. I saw them with open eyes, and it was like this world was vanishing, and just this vision of this world was there, and I'm very, very inspired. It's all of that was just possible because of God's heart, and I want to tell another dream I had. So I was flying over my city where I live, and I was flying even faster than any bird and more graceful. And then I heard a voice, and this voice was saying, the ability to fly and this present to fly, you only got because of your father, because of Prophet Zahid Khan. And I'm very, very flattered, and I'm very, very proud to say, to tell you that I had these observations just because of this great, great man. He has a very high value, and anyone in the future who says that he could be better than him is just ignorant of his own position. I want to thank you for listening. I wish you all the best. I wish you also that you can grow spiritually. Help us, help this mission. Read the books of Prophet Hazur Khan, and then ask what you can do for the will of God, and you will meet God. Your spiritual senses will open like mine, and I'm very, very happy to announce this message. I wish you all a good night and a blessed, blessed evening, or whenever you're hearing it. And I just want to say, take the book of Hazur of Prophet Zaid Khan. God reveals himself to mankind as a visible God. Read it and ask, what can you do for the will of God, so that my spiritual senses can open.